Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be really short, sweet and simple, and it's just me sharing with you all my eyebrow routine. I figured it was about time I did one because I don't have one on my channel as of yet. So if you're interested in seeing me go from zero to bam, then of course I'll encourage you to keep on watching the video. Right, let's go. I like to begin my eyebrows first of all by priming with a matte primer, and I like to mattify my brow area because I've got really super oily skin, and if I don't mattify it, literally within an hour of having my eyebrows done, they just sort of melt off my skin. So I like to use that mattifying primer, and I pat it onto the brow area. I pat it on as opposed to swiping it on because I get a better use of the product that way, and it ensures the longevity of my eyebrows. So after doing that, I take my spoolie and I just brush the hairs and the product all the way up through the hairs, and then I pick up a dark brown eye pencil, and I always use a dark brown. I never use black, guys, because I personally do not like black eyebrows. I feel like they're a bit too strong for me, on me. So I always go in with a dark brown pencil or a dark brown eyebrow product, period. What I like to do with my pencil is I like to use it to outline or sketch out the shape that I'm feeling for the day. The beauty of having eyebrows like mine, where you have no tail, is it gives you room to experiment and play with different shapes and sizes of eyebrows. So that tends to happen for me quite a lot. The shape of my eyebrows change on a daily basis. Because of that reason, I just go with what I'm feeling for the day. So some days they're longer, some days they're shorter, some days they're fuller and thicker, and some days they're skinnier. Just depends on what I'm feeling for. So back to the tutorial, enough rambling. Yeah, so I like to use my eyebrow pencil to map out, sketch out a shape that I'm feeling for the day. So once I have fully outlined the shape that I would like to go with, it doesn't have to be perfect at this point. I like to then use a spoolie, that is after having drawn in the shape. I like to then pick up an spoolie and brush the pencil through the brows or through the parts of the eyebrows where I have my hairs, like so, so that I just work the product into the hairs, and it's not like a harsh line underneath my hairs. So after doing that, I like to pick up a stiff like angled brush, like so, and I dip that into my eyebrow gel or my eyebrow pomade, and that's the one that I'm using currently at the moment. So after having dipped the brush into the product, I then like to pat off the excess onto the back of my hand. I keep that there. If I need some extra product, then I can just swipe my brush back onto the back of my hands and go from there. So I pick up the brush, and I always start from the base of my brows, and I go back in, just reinforcing the shape that I'd drawn with the pencil initially, and then I like to go in with little patting stroke like motions. I don't swipe the brush across my brows. As you can see what I'm doing there, I'm just tapping the brush onto my skin, and little fleeky strokey motions is how best I can describe what I'm doing right there. So I'm just flicking the product into my brows, little strokes, and filling the brows in that way. So yeah, that's it, little flicky strokey motions. So I do that all the way across, starting from the back and working my way to the front. And the more forward I come, the less pressure I'm applying, because again, I don't want it to be too dark in the front, because naturally brows are not everyone's brows are that way, and that kind of brow don't look good on me. So yeah, little fleeky strokey motions, and then as you can see me do, I flick my brush over on its side, and then I have the pointed edge on the front of my brows, and I'm just flicking the product into the front of my brows, like so. So after doing that, I pick up my spoolie again, and I brush all of that product all through the hairs, so I don't have any clumps or lumps or nothing like that. Then I like to go with concealer a couple shades lighter than myself. I do not like the super highlighted on the brow thing, I just feel like it doesn't work for me. So I try to keep my highlight under my brows as natural as I possibly can get away with. So I apply that with a concealer brush, and then I pick up a blending brush and I blend that concealer all the way into my skin, again because I don't like the super highlighted underbrow thing. And then I go back in with my fingers because I find that my fingers blend it even better than the brush does, because of the heat of my skin and the creaminess of the concealer. They just work together really well with as far as blending. So then for the top of my brows, I always like to use my foundation or a concealer that is my actual skin tone, again because I do not like halo brows. They don't look good on me, so I don't go for that. So then I apply that on the top of the brows, and again blending with the brush and my fingers so that it's all nice and smoothly blended. So once I've done that, I like to go in with my Maybelline brow mascara. I alternate between that product and sometimes just a clear brow mascara or a clear brow gel. And I'm feeling the fuller brow look, the more bushier brow look. So for that reason, I'm brushing my brows all the way up. I'm not laying them flat or trying to get a nice defined shape. I'm just brushing what hairs I have all the way up. And yep, that is it. So then just to finish off, I like to set that concealer under the brow with some translucent powder, just again to set it in place so it doesn't move and it stays on all day. And that's pretty much it, guys. Short, sweet, simple, my eyebrow routine. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you in my next video really soon, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.